Next up, what's becoming an annual date in the Southeastern Conference Championship game against Florida, this time in Atlanta's Georgia Dome.
94 was a tremendous year for us. We knew we went into this game undefeated. I was a starting right tackle then, and we knew that this Florida team was very good.
When you talk about the SEC Championship games that I was fortunate to be part of, the 94 had a lot of things happen during the year. I lost my father. We had to come from behind to win some games to get ourselves in that ball game. And
we get to that game, we're undefeated. We're 11-0. We're playing again in the SEC Championship game, and we had to play against a Florida team that's really good. Got a young quarterback in Danny Warfel, who's eventually a Heisman Trophy winner. We get there, we come out and start off really good. Actually, threw a pass to Curtis Brown across the middle, just kind of read it out. He moved back inside. I'm going this way, throw it back across my body. He catches it, two Florida guys running to each other. He goes in for a touchdown.
25-20, Curtis Brown heading downtown. Touchdown, Alabama, 70 yards, and the Tide is on top by a score of 6-0.
Great game, 24-23. Back and forth. Florida had the lead at halftime. Alabama had come back. Florida had scored. Florida played very well defensively. Kept Alabama out of very good in the red zone. Forced Alabama to kick field goals instead of touchdowns.
Anytime you get in a scoring match with somebody like Florida, that you want to keep our offense on the field as much as you could, and as long as they didn't have the football, we didn't have to worry about them scoring offensively.
This was obviously the best team that we played. The guys, the defensive linemen, were much faster than anybody we played, and so we had to adjust to that. And I felt like we did play overall pretty good.
In that game, hurt my shoulder a little bit, my left shoulder, messed it up. Was tackled by one of the defensive linemen. And for us to play the way that we played and the opportunities we had a freshman linebacker, Dwayne Rudd, that ran one back for a touchdown interception. And
with a little more than 9 minutes remaining, Alabama's trailing, and Dwayne Rudd makes an interception on about the 25-yard line of Danny Werfel, runs it in for a go-ahead touchdown, puts Alabama ahead at the time by 5 points, 22-17. In a much debated decision, Alabama decides to kick. Gene Stallings decides to kick the extra point to go ahead by 6 points rather than go for 2.
We could have gone for 2, but I agree. Coach Stallings, made the proper decision at that time. He probably thought that there's no way they're going to score a touchdown against us. Instead, they may get a field goal or 2 field goals. We just don't want to give them the opportunity to tie this game up, because at that time, late in the game, they had not done a lot offensively against our defense.
So Florida gets the ball back, and they are able to go down and drive and score a touchdown and kick the extra point and win 24-23.
That was a tough loss for me personally, because I'd only lost one game at that time as a starter, and I think at that time it was 34-1-1.
So coming into that game was and lose it by 1 point, and knowing we're 1 point away from playing for the national championship again, still sits kind of bad with me.
It's kind of heartbreaking because we're going to miss out on playing for a national championship. But at the same time, we knew that we accomplished something really big. Up to that point. But it was heartbreaking to lose one, and especially that close.
I mean, to lose one game in '94 by 1 point, and for it to be for the SEC championship, and that sticks in your craw for a long time. To think about you had a chance to win another national title, or at least be in that title game and win another SEC championship. But it's one of those games you battle as hard as you can. I'll never forget, because for us, we didn't lose a lot of games. I mean, our senior class was 45-5-1, the winningest senior class to ever through Alabama. So for us to lose that was like, this is just surreal. I mean, we're not supposed to lose. And to lose it, by 1 point was really tough to live. Still is. It's tough to swallow some days.